Hey, and here we are.
All right.
Sorry for that technical difficulty
That's
there.
all right.
Joey and Lindsay are off gallivanting again.
They are, and
Rusty's out hunting, so I'm running the boards here.
Yeah, and
I don't know what went
you're
on.
doing
Thank
a
you.
fine job.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And who are you supposed to be today?
Yeah, I'm the dude.
And
the
I
dude.
am Walter.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
And here's Donnie.
Donnie.
He's a little out of his element. He's a nice guy.
We
though.
might have to have a bite of Donnie. That's like, never mind.
So, and I don't know. I'm not gonna do the whole shtick. Like, we're just gonna hang out and do our little.
Yeah,
Black
we're
Friday.
just gonna do. Yeah.
So, it's gonna be fun. You excited for Halloween?
I am excited for Halloween. We will have the kids over, and we do chips and cheese, queso, and for our traditional Halloween dinner, and we'll watch a movie. We'll probably watch The Monkey tonight, Stephen King's new movie.
Well, that should be fun.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah, and what are you guys gonna go? You gonna go out on the town tonight?
Sam has some work friends, and they're gonna go outside and watch a scary movie. So
that'll be a damn blast.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
What's the movie? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I have none. But
All right.
yeah, that's that. And what are we drinking today?
Yeah. Let me see. Is it Nerdy Dancing?
It's called Nerdy Dancing.
Yeah, from Prairie Artisan Ales out of Oklahoma. Maryland brought this for
Yeah,
us.
I know. Thank you, Marilyn. She'll be our guest here on in a minute.
Okay, I was going to show the can.
Oh, I'm going to give it a sec. I can do this, Bruce. I can do this.
Okay.
Here. Hold the can up.
Okay, hold on. I want to get a good picture. Okay.
This is probably really annoying for people, but I think it's fun.
I can turn it. Oh, look at this! Look at this
that.
camera setup.
Wow, look how
Holy
skillful
smokes,
that
man.
is.
That
There
is
we go.
fantastic.
And then watch this. Boom.
All right.
We're back out normal.
That's beautiful.
Okay. So yeah, so Halloween, like what do you do? Like is this big like kids trick or treating? Like do you buy candy? Like what's your candy like? What's your candy strategy here?
So we usually get 3 bags. So we have a couple kids that get the special big stuff, but usually the mixed chocolates like Twix and all that, and then as we get towards the end of the night, the good stuff starts running out. They get the Tootsie Pops.
Okay.
But then we also have the Reese's Pieces.
So the early bird gets a Twix.
Yes, they do. Yeah, get there early. You get all the good, the big, whatever they are, Reese's things. And
Yeah.
So I want to ask you.
Sure.
Tell me like a big, strunk Halloween memory, like a really good one, like a really fun one.
Oh shoot!
If you have one,
I don't know. Like, I mean, okay, my parents we lived out in the country, so we didn't get to do a whole lot of like trick or treating at houses because there's like 2 houses. But like we'd go to their friends, and we'd have some neighbor cousins. Yeah, we had some neighbor cousins who'd always have a big, who'd always have a big Halloween thing. So you just go there. So I don't know if I have any crazy like super fun Halloween stories, but yeah, that was
Those
what we did
good
for
memories.
Halloween. One time we had because we've got an old barn there, and one time we did a haunted house in our barn, and so like we got one of those old cauldrons that you'd make like liver sausage in, and we put a bunch of black ice and it had stuff. And Dad dressed up. He took the chain off the chainsaw, and he had the chain. Yeah, it was really fun. We put black lights up. I guess that was a good memory. What about you?
That is a
do you have
good
any
one.
great Halloween memories?
I do, and we used to do. We did it the haunted. We call it the Blood Barn. Our barn. We'd always convert
the
to
Blood Barn.
Yeah, we'd make
that
it
was
into
the
a big
name.
Yeah,
the Blood Barn.
Blood Barn. Behamer's Blood Barn, and the kids would all come over, But the best one. So the merry-go-round in Sedgwick.
Yeah,
you can take it off the big pole, know. And I think the cops were okay with it because it wasn't heavy vandalism. But the older kids would do that, and so when I was in like junior high, somehow I wormed my way into this and got in on that. And that was a big deal to me because it was like, oh.
Yeah, and that was like a more of an old-timey Halloween thing. There were like actual treats. Like Dad told a story sometimes, one time, like some neighbors came over and like flipped the outhouse over.
Used to do,
and like kind of stuff like that. I don't know.
And the other part, because the cops, started chasing us. And I was in junior high.
Yeah.
We got in like a abandoned lot.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, and I'm like, my dad's going to kill me. I'm going to jail. And they shined the spotlight on us. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
And
I didn't want it either. Our camera has a mind of its own.
Oh, no.
No, it's coming. Give it time.
Okay. All right.
Give it time.
Do your ninja magic.
No, you gotta give it you gotta put your hands up. Just keep telling the story, Bruce.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, there it is.
No, now it's back to you. Well, damn you. Okay, it's just gonna do its thing. Just keep talking.
Anyway, the cops shine their spotlight on us, and I knew we were going to jail, and they put the little PA system on.
Oh, no.
And started laughing, and they're like, "You boys have a nice run," and drove off. And I was like, "This is the best thing."
Well, that's
ever.
pretty cool.
That's
at least they were nice.
They were. I don't know if they still are. Kids are still that cool, but it was fun.
So I'll tell you this Halloweeny stuff. I guess I do have a Halloween memory.
I
would really like this thing to
actually. I can't hold
I'm
still.
sorry. This is annoying, guys. Let's see if I can get it. Hey, so we all had a crick that went by the house, right? The farm. We had a pasture, and anyway, we were gonna camp. And across the road, there was like an old like used to be a farmstead, but it had like since like been gone and torn down and burned down, so it's just a big copse of trees.
Oh.
And the whole story was it was supposed to be a moonshiner. That was where they moonshine. And Dad claimed this was actually true. Like they did sell moonshine out of there.
Did.
But anyway, so like they had tunnels between the barn and the house. And if you'd go out there and look right, you could find these ditches, and those were supposed to be the tunnels. So it was cool to go out there and check it out. And it was always supposed to be haunted. And there was like, in the 70s there were Satanists and blah blah. All the stupid like little community stories. So we camped out, and we were gonna go to the trees, and so we camp out, and it's like midnight, and we go across the field, then across the road, and then we go out in the trees, and we're out in the middle of the trees like us 12-year-old boys, like listening for something, and then something just falls out of the tree. Like it was a huge noise, and it was probably like a raccoon or something. We lost our minds. We ran all the way back, like the whole half-mile. Fat little bees just like trying to get back to the tent. Some of us were like, we gotta go in the parents' house. And it was like, no, they'll be pissed. I'm not supposed to be out there. They'll be pissed. We're fine, guys. We're fine. So we get all the way down to the pasture again, and we're camping out. It's pastures. There's a lot of wildlife, but we're laying in the tent, and then we hear a splash in the creek. Then we hear something coming up the creek, and I'm looking at my buddy, and he's like, and we're all like, and then something climbs up, and we hear the stick snap around, and it was like, we're armed in here, we're holding like a BB gun and a machete, and then finally it went away. It was probably a possum or coyote or something. I know, it's like, what? But oh man, we thought something had chased us all the way back, and that was stupid.
Yeah,
but it's just all in good fun.
It is. It's
I don't
good
know.
Stuff.
Got anything else you want to talk about? Anything that got your goat this week? Grind your gear?
No. I'm just excited about Halloween.
You're just abiding.
I am.
The dude abides.
The dude abides. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I don't know what you're going to do in the news, but if you don't get to it, I'll ask you because I got questions about the news.
Yeah, I got some news stuff. Let me grab my old notebook over here.
Grab the old notebook.
So first off, tonight, be careful. There is a DUI checkpoint.
Watch yourselves.
Yeah, they didn't say where, but there's a DUI checkpoint somewhere in the county, so just be careful. Yeah. And anyway, be careful anyway, because there's a bunch of kids on the street.
Don't drink and drive.
No, don't do that. So that's going on. Interesting other stuff. We had let's see, what did I work on today? Oh, the penny is going away. I got a story that'll be in the newsletter. No more pennies. So they won't be pennies.
What do you do? I mean, what do we do the ones we have?
I mean, you could give them out. They're not like illegal. They're not like, where's all your pennies? They're not like pounding on the door.
I know.
Are you hiding pennies? No, if you're doing it digital, it's not going to matter. Like, it's just like if you're paying cash. So what they're going to do is if you pay cash in the future, they'll just round. So, like, if I want 93 cents and change back, I'll get 95 cents. Or if I want 92 cents and change back, I'll get 90 cents.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know. I want to, like, argue that we need the penny, but...
I know. That's why I ask you, because
like,
I don't know.
It's like the way of the world. I mean, personally, like, if you want, like, conspiracy theories, and I'm of sound mind and body, I'm healthy right now, so if I disappear in a couple weeks, you know that's a lie. I think it's a conspiracy. Here's what I think. Because, like, okay, the government's saving $83 million, but that's chump change for the government.
Right, yeah.
Like the government never does anything right to save money. So then you start thinking, well, what is the ulterior motive? So if it's harder to get exact change, or people are grumbling about nickels or whatever, I think they're pushing us more towards cashless exchange. Who benefits from cashless exchange? It's PayPal. It's Stripe. It's all those companies that do the transactions. And I bet if you started researching who owns those companies, I bet they have a little control of the system right now.
That's some spooky stuff, and I believe
well,
it.
It's a whole now you can get really like conspiracy theory. Like what happens? Like you're not able to do any kind of business unless you have a certain number or mark, if you will.
Yep. It's friggin' evil, man.
So yeah, that's how you get from the pennies to the Antichrist. But I don't know, or they just don't like pennies because they don't make sense. But what I will point out is they also lose money on the nickel. So if you're gonna get rid of the penny, why not the nickel?
Get rid of the damn nickels. Only dimes.
Only dimes, not even quarters, just dimes.
I need $10 for a dime.
Oh,
so will they be worth something someday? Like in 100 years, if I have a penny?
So here was my thought. I want to buy because I think they're supposed to have they ordered their last set of blanks. So I think that they're supposed to stop making them in the very beginning of 2026. I'd like to buy a couple rolls of those 2026 pennies because those would be the last penny made. And for that article, I did some research. It will be the first time in 234 years that the United States has not minted a 1-cent piece.
I'll be damned.
So there you go. But it's not the only coinage that's went the way of the dodo. I also looked this up. We had a half-cent piece that was in circulation up till 1859. We also had a 2-cent piece, a 3-cent piece, a double nickel, which then became the dime. And then we also had a 5-cent piece, which became the nickel. So, yeah, all that kind of stuff. So, it's not the first time this happened.
So everybody needs to relax.
Yeah, do you ever use $2 bills?
I love to. I don't get them very often, but I love them. Just because I think they're cool.
Yeah. But no,
old man,
that's all I got.
No, wait. What do you mean? I got a question about the underground barber shop in Halstead. Yeah. What's up with that?
There's old man Zurcher. Hi, old man Zurcher.
I just look at my damn phone, you little shit heels.
Okay, so what were you gonna ask
about the underground barber shop in Halstead?
Interesting. Yeah, they were just digging up the street and found like a stairway that went down to an underground barber shop. And Wild Bill, he did some research. He figured out when it was operating in the late 1800s.
Yeah.
And so I wish we could have got more pictures inside.
I do
there.
too.
I kind of wanted to see.
There,
I know. They probably wouldn't let him.
No, but he could have got disguised.
Yeah. He could have snuck down there.
Wild Bill.
Speaking of underground holes, did you see all of the
sunglasses? I just noticed that. That sucks.
Do you want some sunglasses?
No, I'll put
They're
them
literally
on
right
after
there.
break.
Okay. Are you self-conscious about putting on your sunglasses?
No, I've already forgot them.
Well, you didn't even offer me any lucky strikes here.
I just ruined this whole costume.
It's okay. But anywho, so this would be more fun. It's like. So, anywho,
Vietnam treat you well, didn't it?
Walter, you weren't even in Vietnam. So, anywho, now I lost my train of thought. Did you see the balloons?
Yes, yeah.
Did you see the balloons around town?
Yeah, you got a little footage, a little balloon,
up here.
Balloon picture.
Here, let's see if I can find the right balloon here.
That sucks.
Here, that's it. Now that's the weather. Now that's bright. Here we go. Look at that. That's pretty creepy. Yeah, so they were all over town. So those little it balloons. And you, I know, are phobic of clowns.
I don't like them. No, and then you add that kind of stuff, and you might as well shut the town down.
So what is being afraid of clowns called? Do you know what it's called?
No, do you?
Clownophobia?
Yeah,
I don't know. No.
Ha-ha-phobia.
So there was some other cool stuff I saw around town.
They're irritating,
we got the it thing. I liked this one here. That's over on I think 10th, and that's over in Zurcher's. But they had that pink bubblegum Victorian house. They had like a little death bride. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, in your Barbie house over there.
Yeah, we're in the Barbie house, so I thought that was fun. But other stuff going on. There's the go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I forgot. I lost it.
All right. There's the Halloween walk that's going on here in a few days.
Yeah, get over there, kids.
Dia de los Muertos. That's going on the 2nd, November 2nd.
Right.
So that's some event going on. Do you know anything else going on this weekend?
Pancake, Lions Club Pancake.
Oh, God, yeah.
Election Day.
Tuesday, Election Day. Election Day is
write
Tuesday.
me in. I know nothing. Write me in. I'll do the worst job you could possibly ask for. I need you to write me in.
That's a pretty good campaign slogan,
It
actually.
is, really. I am totally unqualified.
You should run for office.
Write me in, Zurcher.
Okay, so there's that. I'm trying to think if there's any other little news things going on. Pennies.
I don't know.
They identified the human remains. That's in the newsletter.
Yeah.
I feel like I had another story that I just finished today, and I can't remember.
Oh, there was one about something in weed in the.
Yeah, that one. I felt I didn't feel bad, but. Oh yeah, the drones. That was in this week's paper. We got a big military drone complex going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was some else. We got a guest maybe, or a subscriber, or someone trying to renew.
If they can just come sit.
They can just come on the show.
Just come sit.
Yeah, there was one more thing. Oh, it's Hurricane
Jim!
Jim!
Hurricane Jim's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. All
everybody, right. Hurricane Jim. But hey, we can go for break. Actually, no, I'm going to do the weather here.
Oh yeah,
so
do
tonight,
the weather.
If
we
you
need weather, man.
Treating, let's see what the weather looks like. Oh, Saturday it's going to be in the 50s. It's going to be in the 50s Sunday, 60s Monday and Tuesday. So it looks like it's going to be pretty nice weather. And don't forget daylight savings Saturday night.
You get to sleep a little bit later.
That's your excuse for being late to church.
Yeah.
Or not showing up to church.
Yeah, that's...
I got one excuse for 52 weeks.
365 days, yeah.
Okay, so we got that one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, here's your forecast here. Why don't they put Newton on here? They put Hutch, they put Salina.
Well,
okay.
We're weatherless.
So if you go between Wichita and Hutchinson, let's say it's going to be about 57. We're going to split the difference.
You got to stand right here.
It's going to be about 50, 51 at 8, and maybe down in the high 40s come 9 p.m.
Tonight?
So, yeah, tonight.
Right.
So it shouldn't be too cold. Do you remember some years it would snow on Halloween?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
No, there's no snow anymore.
Okay, so anyway, we're going to get out of this here, and we're going to hop to a break.
Let's hop to a break.
If I can figure out how the heck to do that. Where is Rusty? Okay. Hello, and happy Halloween. Did you know I could talk? I didn't either. Stay tuned, stuff's coming. We are in. Hey, and we're all on camera, so look at that.
Look at that. We're all live.
And who do we have as our guest?
We have Marilyn Shield.
We have Marilyn dressed up as who?
Disgust.
Disgust.
And
which
for
is
people
not
who
good
don't
for
have
me.
kids, who is disgust?
Disgust is one of the core emotions from Inside Out. Also in Inside Out 2. I brought my boyfriend, the angry hothead, Mr. Anger. We're not going to let him talk, though, because he just get really heated really easily.
Oh, there's a fun. We need like a little sound effect. Cool.
But it is an awesome movie, really good for bonding with young kids because it talks about all the different emotions and things that are going on inside of our body that really can put a twist in communication with one another. So as a mom, I like it.
She's a fan.
I have a huge group that's dressing up with me later, so we've got all the emotions that are going to be downtown.
That is cool.
Yeah.
All the emotions downtown. I think that's actually a really good way of explaining emotions for kids too. Because like me, like sometimes like I will feel angry or sad or mad, but I don't really understand. There's some ghosts up there. Hope Craig's okay.
He's throwing
Craig,
things.
are you okay?
Cody's got me.
Anywho, sometimes I feel sad or mad, and I don't really know why. And sometimes I talk with Sam. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm feeling this way, Sam, but I don't really understand why. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Then I got to think on why I feel that way. But I don't know. I feel like as a kid, it's hard to understand why you have feelings sometimes. And I think thinking about little people in your head pulling levers is a nice metaphor.
It really is, and especially for kids because it can be like such a big emotion.
Yeah.
And when they don't understand how to express, especially jumping from one to the next, I think it really helps.
Yeah. I just hold my hand over a candle.
That doesn't sound like a healthy way of dealing with emotion. I hurt myself.
Like, then you start to become angry. Really, that flame kind of grows.
Another self-helpy thing talking about emotions, I always heard anger is a secondary emotion. So whenever you're angry, it's coming out of you're embarrassed or you're self-conscious or you're sad or your feelings are hurt. No one is just angry. It's always secondary. And I try to think about that sometimes when I find myself mad.
I've often said nobody wakes up in the morning to be an a-hole. Something happens or something.
I think some people wake up and they're just a-holes.
They just want to be.
Yeah, or maybe something the night before made them an a-hole.
Or like 10 years ago.
Or 30 years ago.
I have really vivid dreams, and sometimes my dreams can really affect how I wake up.
Yeah.
Like, I might wake up sad because, my cat that I loved for 15 years was back all of a sudden, and then he's gone again. Or,
that is, yeah.
Sorry. That's a little bit of a damper.
No, it's not. It's not. I think everyone
you wake up and you're just like, I feel this emotion.
Yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. I woke up and Sam, my wife, was up and she gives me a big hug and I was like, "Why? What? Okay, good morning." And she's like, "I just dreamed I left you." And I was like, "Oh God."
On the road.
Did you ask what was his name?
No, I didn't. I don't ask about details on some of those things. Those are private.
On the side of the road, she just kind of abandoned him.
Yeah, really. They're a little.
Yeah. Anywho, what else is going on? So you had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, kind of spooky stuff. It's
Spooky
Halloween.
stuff. It's
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Hey,
do you want a piece of Donnie?
Yeah. But did you hear me say this is like the Donnie party?
Oh, like the Donner. That's clever. That's clever here. I love it.
I do love it. Thank you.
So.
Beer and pretzels. That's a key mixture.
It's perfect. So what's the spooky story you want to tell here? Want to talk about?
Well, you guys were talking about core memories from Halloween from when you were younger. I remember there was a group called JC's, and they would always have a huge. I grew up in Florida,
okay.
So this was back home.
It's like young professionals,
now,
isn't it? Or whatever they're called.
It was
didn't even have it. So it was a merge, and now it's what? It's
the
gone
Lions
anyway.
And the
the
Kiwanis
JC's.
Club.
I used to be in the
Yeah.
JC's. So
Back in the
it was
JC's,
awesome.
the OG JC's.
They would always do this huge haunted house, and one year, we went, and they had these really cool. Setups where it would look like people were hanging from trees, and then they had these heads.
And you
that
grew
were
up in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had these heads that were displayed on platters, and at first I thought it was scary, but then I saw this girl I went to school with. I was like, "Oh, hey, Holly, you're not dead. That's okay." Well, the next morning I wake up after having gone through that thing, and it was kind of creepy. I was young. But it got really creepy when I read the paper because those apparatuses that made the people look like they were hanging, one malfunctioned.
Oh no!
And someone actually hung that night, and they didn't know it till the end of the night.
What?
So people were walking under their bodies. Sounds like an urban legend,
But
literally, yes.
well, but okay. I got questions with this here. How did no one know? Because I feel like everyone's like ha ha ha, but then they were like
No, exactly, character
Yeah, you're
though.
a character, man. I'm dead. I'm really
But
dead.
after someone was just hanging there like this for 3 minutes, didn't someone notice?
No, because they were supposed to look like that.
And I've done these before, and you're at your own station, and you were just so nobody would have known.
No one noticed until that night when they were cleaning up and everybody was getting down.
That's so sad.
Very sad.
I think that was poorly
creepy.
designed.
Oh yes.
I bet someone got sued probably out of there. You would think, well, maybe not.
Well, maybe the apparatus company.
Maybe.
But I'm sure that's how they write those liabilities down. And
not liable for asphyxiation.
you gave me Donnie. I also brought candy to go with our nerds.
Oh, very
yay.
nice.
So here is some nerds. And some.
These are so good, Adam.
I've not had them.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you were just set here.
Okay.
Do you prefer candy pumpkins or candy corn better?
I love both, but I know that they're not popular.
No, they're not.
I love both. Yeah.
I'll eat them.
I was surprised the other day. I was listening to the radio and they were talking about the worst Halloween candies, and so many people were saying Reese's peanut butter cups.
That's bullhoo.
I love those. I feel like they're absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think that's a lie. That's a lie. Everyone loves Reese's.
So many people were calling in though and saying that.
They didn't like Reese's?
Now I understood the licorice.
Yeah, and Tootsie Rolls. I don't like Tootsie Rolls.
They're not. You're passing some of those out this year. I don't.
Yeah,
think
for
those
the
are
late
bad.
kids as a punishment.
No, not Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Pops.
Tootsie Pops,
okay.
which are
they're
slightly
different.
better.
But those black and orange candies that are wrapped up in that sticky
I never
peanut
Oh,
butter.
I don't like those
Those
either.
are awful.
No.
And fruit. Who gives
It's
out
not
fruit?
real peanut butter, though.
No,
I feel like
it's not.
it's like plastic peanut butter.
Plastic peanut butter.
Yes.
Don't give out fruit or raisins.
Yeah. So
No kid wants
any
fruit.
other crazy Halloween
So,
stories?
I don't want to mention where I work
Okay.
because people might not like me quite as much, but I will
Oh,
say
I think they'd still like you. They,
I do, too.
They
I
don't
think that's pretty
associate
hard.
you with everyone. Yeah, you're good.
it is an old building, and it's right along the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that I used to work with that was very devoted. He was there constantly, real fun guy, quiet, but
Yeah.
always talking to himself. His
Okay.
name was Charlie Riley, and he was head of our maintenance. Well, he passed away when he was still employed, and I think he hung around that building and still does.
Why do you think he did? Why did Charlie's got better stuff to do? Don't you think?
I don't know. He was devoted to his job.
So why do you think he hung around?
We had a new employee start, and she's like, I know this is going to sound weird, Marilyn, but I keep seeing somebody out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, all right, what do they look like? She's like, he's got a cowboy hat on, and he's got overalls. And I'm like, well, that was what Charlie wore
Charlie, man.
24/7. And I just thought maybe she was making it up, but she'd never heard of Charlie. She'd never seen him. I started seeing things out of the corner of my eye one night, and this is the night that made me think Charlie's here. I was working late. 6:30, somebody comes across the intercom and says, hey, I'm heading out for the day. Should I set the alarm?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, nope, I'm going to be here for a while. I'll set it when I go to leave. About 30 minutes later, I hear this loud boom in the elevator shaft or the hallway. I can't tell where it's coming from. Nobody else is there.
Yeah.
I go out and I investigate, nothing.
Yeah.
I go to leave that night,
And the alarm
and no one had been there for 2 hours. It smelled like cigarette smoke.
Oh,
Heavy cigarette smoke. I talked to Charlie's replacement, who happened to be one of his cousins by marriage.
Yeah.
He's like, Charlie was a chain smoker. That was Charlie, and he believed it too.
Weird. That's really cool.
That
That's an
is
interesting
cool.
We
story.
have smokers in the building that I work in, but the smell doesn't carry, and it doesn't last. And no one had been there for 2 hours.
That's really wild.
that is wild. And yeah, that's a thing. Like if you smell cigarettes,
Or-
that's like.
or-
I thought that was
Yeah.
you're having a stroke.
No, that's toast. That's
toast.
toast.
Cigarettes just mean there's a ghost around. If
Oh,
you smell cigarettes,
what?
no. Yeah.
Okay, so I will. Since we're sharing our scary stories, I can hop in with one. Do you have one too? Bruce? Do you
No,
wanna
I was
share?
just
Okay.
sharing about.
Okay, so
cigarettes are a thing.
I'm skeptical. I've
Yeah,
always
you've got
been,
one.
I do. Yeah.
I've always been very skeptical. And so when I was in college, I was junior, senior, I got an internship at the Miami County Republic. And so that's up by Paola. It's in Paola.
Right, yeah,
And
yeah.
our news office, really old building, and it used to be a funeral home. So like the downstairs was, where they had the basement where the morgue was, like they call newspapers, where you keep all the old newspapers. The morgue was a funny joke because like it was the actual morgue. But then like, the middle floor where we did our stuff was like, that was like the showing room and what used to be. And then the upstairs is where they would make the caskets and was kind of like a furniture store, carpentry area. So anywho, I was working there, and I was living across the street. And when I first started, I was working late because I was like an intern and I wanted to really do a good job. And so like I lived right across the street, so I was always in there like 9 or 10. And like after a couple of days, someone working there saw me doing that, and they're like, "Hey, I wouldn't stay in here after everybody leaves." And I was like, "Oh, why?" And they're like, "Well, the building's haunted." And I was like, "No, it's not." And then they told the story about a former employee who lived there or who used to work there years and years ago, and then they hear him around or all this stuff. So they moved stuff around. They had it, and I thought they were screwing with me because I was like the intern. And one night,
Let's go snipe hunting.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like then it kind of got in my head, and so every time I'm working there late, now I'm hearing stuff going on above me. Like I'm thinking doors getting shut. Like I'm thinking stuff's getting moved around. I can't just find stuff. But one night I was working there. It was about 10:30. And I'm listening upstairs. No one in the building. Buildings, you lock it when you get in. Thump. This huge thump upstairs. And I was like, what the hell? But, they have storage up there. I was like, yeah, something probably fell down or whatever. So I go back to working. Then I hear another big thump up there another 5 minutes later. And I was like, okay, this is really kind of creepy, but I'm going to just get my stuff done and go home. And then I'm listening, and I hear it sounded like something dragging and squeaking. And I could hear it on the roof just moving all the way around, and there's a stairway that goes up over here, and I hear it moving all the way until I hear something click against the door. So I was like, F this. I'm terrified. I am out. I
I'm out.
jogged home. I I was scared. And so the next day, and Brian's around still, he could attest to this. I come in and I'm all freaked out. And I'm like, hey man, like, I heard this, blah, blah, blah. And they're all laughing at me. Everyone's just making fun of me, laughing at me. And he was the only one who went up with me, up the stairs. He's like, well, come on, we'll just see what it is. Probably a bat or something, knock something up. Sure enough, we get to that stairway, opens the door. There is a rolling chair right against the door. It was terrifying. So that was my one little haunted
Was it warm
story.
still?
No, it wasn't. It would be cold, wouldn't it? If it was a ghost? I don't know. But
Yeah, true.
But anywho, so that was my one scary story. And then that summer, this was just a haunted summer.
Yeah.
I lived, so I couldn't find anywhere to live. And it was like one of those internships where you get like 2 weeks before you have to live there. You're trying to find apartments. Everywhere there was terrible. And I'm freaking out, have nowhere to live. Finally, the sports editor there said, hey, I think there's an opening in the house I live in. So there was this old Victorian mansion, and it got split up into 4s. And so there was like 2 apartments downstairs, and there were 2 apartments upstairs, and the entry was kind of like the center middle way. And so I'm in my old place, and it's a nice little place. It's an old Victorian, like half of the bottom floor. It had all the fixings. Like the kitchen had all this like 1920s style counters and cupboards, and I had it was built on the side of a hill, so I had a walkout porch that was like the second story. I didn't have internet, so like I just would sit out there and read every evening. So I put my 2 chairs out on the back porch, and I'd just sit in there and read. Well, every morning I'd wake up and my chairs were knocked over. Whatever, there's like wind and stuff. So I never really thought anything of it. And then again, like they were making fun of me and telling me like, well, the place you live is haunted too, blah, blah, blah. And then I talked with the neighbor who was across the porch. She was like, yeah, the lady who used to live here moved out really fast. Like she kept saying she was hearing things, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. So I keep living there, and it was fine. It always felt like safe and happy there, but I kept having these dreams, and they were these super, super vivid dreams. And like I would enter in the front door, I would go through the room, and I would see where I was at. Like they were the same rooms, but it was wooden floors instead of carpet. It was painted different. I would get into this kitchen, and there would be this woman in this apron, like making chicken. It smelled like chicken. It was like that vivid a dream. And then I would go out to that back porch, and there would be these 2 kids swinging in a bench, like a bench swing, and then you'd look out to the tree and there was a tire swing in the tree, and then I would wake up. And the first time that happened, I was like, okay, kind of a weird dream, whatever. I had that dream 3 times. So I'm now like, okay, maybe there's something going on. So now I figured out my chairs were where that porch swing used to be. So I moved my chairs to the other side of the porch, and I was like, hey, whoever's here, I'm sorry about having my chairs in there. And after that, my chairs never got knocked over. But I was enterprising reporter, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the bottom of this. So I talked to the lady who owned it, and looking at old pictures, and sure enough, house had the little porch swing. So it was like, woo.
That's spooky.
But yeah, after I moved the chairs, though, nothing ever happened.
Yeah,
but
that's spooky.
You appeased the beings.
I guess so. And we just moved the camper. Man, we got to get this camera's haunted too. We don't have Bruce.
That's okay.
There we go. But
that's
anyway,
all right.
that's the story. So do we have? We didn't. Oh, go ahead.
No,
you want to talk?
Go ahead.
Well,
no, please.
Just talking about a haunted place that you lived, the house that I grew up in here in town. There was one Halloween, and this kind of dates me a little bit. Me and my girlfriends were trying to find costumes to be the Spice Girls.
Oh!
So we were going through my mom's clothes and my clothes, and there was just the 3 of us girls in the house. Mom was at work, nobody else lived there, and we heard high heels up in the attic. Even if we had mice don't wear high heels.
No, mice don't wear high heels.
No.
Maybe fancy mice do.
Fancy mice. Girly mice.
One with the long cigars?
Yes, those are the mice.
Okay,
yes.
do we want to do the chicken?
Let's do the chicken.
Okay, let's do the chicken. All right. I'll let you draw, Marilyn. Uh-oh, we're stuck. What you got, sis?
All right. Would you rather be bitten by a poisonous snake or by a rabid dog? That is a great question. I am an animal fan. Love them. But I would definitely say the poisonous snake because rabies, like, you got to get those 10 shots to the stomach. We'd have to put the dog down, and that would make me cry.
But the dog would be rabid anyway. Like, even if you didn't get bit by the dog, it's still a rabid dog. You wouldn't want a dog just dying of rabies without being put down. But a poisonous snake, could it kind of be like a Spider-Man thing? Could I become... No.
I think
it's not a radioactive snake. That would be cool.
Would you suck the venom out? Sorry, that was a little weird.
No, I don't care. I am weird. I'm a weirdo.
Okay.
No, those old. I used to watch those films of those old Pentecostal churches where the snake.
Oh, yes.
But the dudes that get bit, and their arms would all swell up like Popeye arms, and yeah, that's a bad deal, man.
Yeah.
No, but I would definitely do. I would do the snake.
What would you do, Adam?
I think I'm probably doing the snake too. It depends on the snake, right? Because like it could be a super like mega killer snake, or could it be like a less venomous snake? I guess it really depends. Because like the rabid dog, like I feel like if you get bit by a rabid dog, you have to get the shots. But if you get the shots right away, you're pretty much guaranteed to be fine. Where like snakes, sometimes like the anti-venom doesn't work, and then you're like losing a limb or you're really sick. I think I think if you had treatment right away, I think you get more sick getting bit by the snake.
Have you thought about how the experience would be too? Like a rabid dog is probably going to gnaw at you.
Yeah, where a snake is just going to be a bite.
A one and done.
Yeah, a one and done snake. But I don't know.
Geographical, that would be a big play in this. Like if you're around people, it wouldn't. Who cares?
No, but if you're out in the
woods,
I don't know. Rabies has to be like. I think it's really terrible to die from. Like I think it's like horrible. So you might just want to get bit by the snake and get it over with.
Yeah, they have
Isn't
to
it
take
one
you
of
out
those things where you quit having a thirst and a hunger?
Yeah,
like
you become hydrophobic. You freak out around water and you just like go crazy. And then I think your brain burns up. I think your temperature goes crazy.
That's why they have to take you out the woodshed and shoot you. Yeah.
That's Old Yeller.
No, it's us. I mean,
I've never watched that movie. I told my mom.
I'm just gonna take you to critical care. I'm not gonna take you behind the woodshed.
No, come on back
you gotta
here.
shoot me. It's
I don't
over.
feel good. No, come on back here behind the woodshed. It's okay. I want to read you a little poem.
Think about the farm. Look at the flowers.
My mom tried to tell me that was a happy movie.
What, Old Yeller?
Yes.
Oh,
I
gosh.
mean, it is until they shoot it. Spoiler alert.
Oh, you
Yes.
spoiled.
But she's like, oh, but there's puppies in the end. I'm like, they still killed the dog.
Yeah, Old Yeller's puppies.
It's good. Well, do we have anything else we want to talk about?
I don't
want to call good?
think-
You have something.
Yeah,
What do you want to talk about?
Go right ahead.
Okay,
Like,
tell your story.
Spooky
Let's
Newton
do it.
story.
Spooky Newton.
So, supposedly the newest of all of it goes with the beer, but the beer's all gone. But the newest of our fire departments.
Yeah.
Fire Station 3 out past Walmart.
Yeah.
When they were constructing it, not because of construction or anything, but a guy had like a heart attack or something happened where one of the guys working on it passed away.
Wow.
Not only that, but they have displayed one of the oldest fire engines in the front of the building, which is really cool. That I'm aware of. It was one of the first deaths for one of our fire staff. A guy fell off of it, and so the ghost of that, and supposedly the ghost of the worker, might be haunting it. Now I know that just sounds like those are little stories.
That's double trouble.
But I have heard that almost every shift that has worked there in one of the certain bunker rooms, it is always cold, no matter how warm it is in the other rooms. And if somebody is sleeping, they feel a tug on their foot or the blankets come off of them.
Knowing those guys are probably just screwing with each other.
I don't know.
That's what I'd do.
It would be fun.
I mean, not take people's
hazing?
blankets off and hazing.
I got you, man. I got you.
Do the ice cube water with their fingers.
Yeah.
Good. But anyway, I really appreciate all of your
Thank
stories.
you
And
so
if you want to
much.
see you again, trivia Thursday night.
Yes.
You'll be doing
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
See those
And
in
I'm
the
going
club.
to do one thing about spooky places on this next week,
Okay.
too. So
Will it be a
should
trivia
fun.
question related to what's here on Beer Friday?
Maybe.
You might have an advantage here.
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I like that.
Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on. Cheers.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Halloween, gang.
Be safe. Be kind.
Be safe. Don't,
I gotta get this thing turned off. Mike's still hot.
Hot mic, hot mic.